Hey guys, Sublord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Batman Forever Wave. Well, Batman. Because of course, fine folks over at McFarlane Toys who brought us this figure are going to make a Batman every chance they get. Especially when the theme of the wave is Batman Forever. You can't have a Batman Forever wave without a Batman. How many times can I say Batman in this video, you might ask? Enough times to drive you bonkers? Possibly even insane or crazy? Well, we'll see. Because we got a lot to talk about here, because while we get into the meat and taters of this review, you'll notice that this figure actually does come with quite a bit of accessories. Starting off with a pair of grip hands. Kung Fu grip hands, so we can hold either the Batarang here, which does fit nice and snug in the hand. It doesn't look too big. It is kind of soft though, so be careful you don't like tear it or anything. And you also get this bigger Batarang. Not quite sure what that is, but looks like a Batarang. Almost looks like the Batman Beyond Batarang. With the long edges on the sides. And you also get the back grapple. At least that's what I think it is. It looks like a back grapple anyways. But that's all fine and dandy. Because on top of that, we of course get the collectible trading card. Picture of Val Kilmer as Batman there. And I gotta say, the likeness is pretty solid on this guy. Don't think it's too bad. What is a little too bad, we take a closer look at him. This comes with a hockey puck display stand we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases. Is the torso articulation. Now, I don't think it's bad as far as range goes. You get this far forward, this far back. You get tilt side to side, and you get some rotation in there. That's all fine and dandy, but it is a little loose. Not like floppy, like he's not doing the dying tuna or anything like that, or the worm, but it could be a little tighter. And you're going to see moving forward, that's a bit of a pattern with this wave, at least with the Robin, a little bit with the Riddler, but not so much with Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face, because he's wearing a suit, and there's no space for him to be loose. That said, as far as the rest of his articulation is concerned, his head will rotate side to side. He will look up. Pretty good. Look down. Pretty good. And you do get your tilt side to side. That said, the shoulders, they only raise up this far. That kind of sucks. I don't know what the deal with that is. Very, very limited in the shoulder. Most McFarlanes can go past 90. This guy can't even hardly get to 90, if that. You do get full 360. You do get that butterfly cap joint in there. You get a bicep swivel, double elbow, nice and crunchy, a little gappy, but not too bad. Wrists are on ball hinges that can hinge, swivel, and rotate. Neglected to mention he's got a soft goods cape right here. It's a nice material. I like the material. I don't know why people complain that it feels like a t-shirt. T-shirts, they're made well. They're made out of nice material. This is nice t-shirt material. It's pretty thick. It's not too bad. Would have been nice if it was wired. Their excuse for that is so he could fit in the Batmobile a little better, which I guess kind of tracks, because if it did have the thick wire McFarlane likes to use in the capes, it might have hindered him from doing that, but I'm not buying that crap, so I want to wire it in the cape, alright? Include a Batman with the thing that can go in the thing, instead of putting frickin' Alfred in there. I wanted that figure, but I'm not going to get a car I don't have room for to get it. It's just not on the cards. That said, he does have a decent waist joint as well, that does get forward and back on its own, as well as some tilt. Hips will kick out to the side, back down, forward, back. Does have a bit of a thigh quiver in there. It mostly moves in though. It's got a double jointed knee. Pretty clean, not terrible. The worst we've seen. Then he's got ball hinge ankles that will rotate, hinge, and pivot with toe joint that's not too loose on either side. So a decent figure. He's not going to be winning any awards or anything. He's definitely not my favorite of the wave. I like this design for the Dark Knight, but I do prefer Michael Keaton's suit the most, I think, out of this era of Batman movies, if I'm being honest. And truth be told, I don't think I've ever seen Batman Forever. If I have, it's like bits and pieces. So, yeah, cool figure. Little loose in the torso, and I know somebody out there is going to be like, well, you could buy this stuff to tighten it. Well, then it should be included in the box. Just like they include the little pamphlets to tell you to heat them up when they are too tight. Like, can we go back to needing to heat stuff up? I don't mind doing that, because I usually don't have problems when it comes to heating up joints. There have been a select few cases where something's, you know, broken on me, but most of the time I'm pretty solid with the hairdryer, man. I like to call myself the hairdryer wizard. Could never be a pinball wizard, though. I'm blind and dumb, not deaf, but the other two, kind of gonna affect you there. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Val Kilmer Batman, alongside Chris O'Donnell Robin and Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face, both of which we will be taking a look at on the channel in the coming future. Just getting them out of the way here. They go quite nice together, if I do say so myself. And our two regulars, we got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mendebilith, right there, and the infamous Eleven Spawn, who is a little taller than Mr. Kilmer here, but not enough to be towering. So, with that being said, time now to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the questionable stiffness and or looseness in the torso on my particular figure, I have to say that good old Val Kilmer here is an excellent addition to the DC Multiverse line. On top of the fact that the likeness to Mr. Kilmer is pretty solid for the price point, you do actually get quite a few accessories with this figure, which is uncommon for figures released in collective build waves. So yeah, gotta give them credit where it's due, but I think they could tighten up the torso a bit, because I'm not so sure of the stiffness of it, or lack thereof in this case. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.